Hello friends. Today we'll be learning how to create a pie chart or donut chart in Einstein Analytics. So for that, uh, I'll go to datasets. So I'll open these datasets. So here in left side you see like we have this bar length and bar. So in bar length will be whatever measures or numeric values we have. So those fields will be getting in the bar length, and in bar whatever text fields or date fields we have, so that will get in the bars. So here let me select sum of premium, then in bar I'll select product category. Okay, so in analytics by default it will show give us data in bar chart. So what we need to do, we need to convert this to pie chart or donut chart. So what we have to do, click on this charts in the right side panel. You can see charts. The moment I click here, this screen popped up. So here if I'll scroll down, I'll see this donut chart. Okay, you just click on this one. The moment I click on this one, now it is converted to donut chart. Okay, okay. So now so there are few configurations also we can do for this donut chart. If I'll go to this formatting page, uh, so just click on this one. Now you see the formatting came up. So here the first thing is title. If I want to add any title, so I'll say it's a donut chart. So you see this one, this title came up here. So we can increase the font size of this one. If I'll make it 18, then you can see the font of this one increased to 18. So for now let's keep it 14. So if you want to add any subtitle also, you can do that, and you can increase or decrease the font size for that one. Then for this title alignment, for this one currently it is center, I can change this to left. Now you see it moved to left, or I can change to right, so it is moved right. So for now let's keep that in center. Okay, now we have this donut chart. So this donut chart, what it does, whatever configurations we want to do for this one, so we have to do it here. Okay, so the moment I click on, you see it is showing compact number. Okay, so what is this compact number in this donut chart or pie chart? What you see, you can see different pies here. Okay, and each pie represent one product category. So based on this color and this color, you can see which pie belongs to which product category. Okay, so if it is like money back, it is orange. If I check here, you see the product category is money back, and the sum of premium is 8 9 million. Okay, okay. So then if I want to convert this to percentage, then what I need to do? So in that scenario, there are like few clients, they will ask, can you please convert this to percentage for me? So in that scenario, it's a simple change. So you just go here and instead of compact number, now change, select percentage. The moment I select percentage here, you see the number change to percentage. Okay, so another option also you have none. The moment we select that one, so there is nothing, it will show up here. So for now let's keep compact number. Okay, then center value. So this center value, whatever we are seeing here, 43 million. So this is the aggregation of all these values. The sum of everything is 43 million. Okay, so now it is saying like a central value, currently I am showing total, but there is chance if I'll select none, then you see nothing is displayed here. And also I have another option called custom text. I can say like uh, premium chart or something. So the moment like whatever custom text I'll write here, that will come up in the center. So that's what. So if want to do that, then you can. For now let's keep this as total. Okay, then the center size. So we can increase the center size, increase or decrease this one. For example, currently it is 60%. Now let me make this as 80%. The moment I make this 80%, you see the center size increased and this pie chart, that thing is decreased. So if I'll do, for example, now I'll change that to 20%. You see, the center is decreased to 20% and this increased. And also I have option to select 0% here. I don't want that central thing at all. So in that scenario, just select 0% and the pie chart would look like this, the donut chart. Okay, then next thing is legends. The moment I select legends here, see, we have two things here. So legend header. So header is this one, product category, and legends are these values. Like whatever we are seeing here, these are different legends. So if I don't want to show this one product category, then what I'll do, I'll just click on this one. So you see this is gone. Okay. Then show legend. If I don't want this one also, if I'll click on this one, then you see this legend is gone. Okay, but for us, let's skip the legend. Okay, then another thing, you can rearrange this legend. So if currently it is showing at right top, I can change that to top center. The moment I selected top center, now it is arranged here. Likewise, I can change to bottom center. You see, it is here. Then I can select left top. So it came here. Okay. So there are sometimes the client or people will ask, I don't want to see this one as well, sum of premium. So in that scenario, what will happen in the donut chart, you see below this show as values compact number or percentage, we have this one called show measure title. The moment I'll uncheck this one, you see this measure title is gone. Okay. Now the size of this legend. So we can change that one also. For example, if I'll select 50%, then what it does, 50% of the screen it will took by legend and 50% for this chart. So for that, instead of selecting size here, if you'll select auto, then it will readjust itself. So no need to worry about that. So then another important thing here is conditional formatting. If I'll go here, so there are few scenarios client will ask, I don't want these colors. I want to give specific color to the specific pie. Okay. So because for example my endowment should be in a different color and life insurance should be in a different color. So in that scenario, what we have to do, go to conditional formatting, then select product category here. Okay. So the moment we select that one, it is asking me pick values. Just click on this one, then it will show us all these values, whatever values we have. So let's select everything, then click on done. The moment we click on done, then it is asking us to choose the colors for endowment. So let's click on this one, go to colors, then I'll select red for endowment. Then for insurance, I'll select green. Then for money back, I'll select might be this color. For term plan, I'll select yellow. And for ULIP, I'll select something like this. Okay, you see, the moment I selected the last one, immediately the color of the donut chart changed. So this means if want to change this color of this donut chart for each and every pie, so what we have to do, we have to change the color for everything. If I'll think no, I'll change only for one or two different values, then I'll not change for others, then the color code will not apply here. So we have to select for each and every value. Okay. So then, okay. Uh, so that's the color formatting. And another thing you see, the trellis. What is this trellis? You see in the left side we have option called trellis. So what it does, the moment I'll enable trellis, it will split this chart into multiple charts based on the trellis field. So let me select one trellis field here. For example, product code. You see. Now what happened for each product code? So this is a product code. This is a product code. For each product code, it tried to create a pie chart or donut chart. So that way what it does, it create one trellis here, like one small box. Inside that small box, it put whatever the donut chart available for this one. Likewise, it for uh, life 237 for MO 321, likewise it put. So it's like sometimes it is important. It's again based on our client requirement for our, but for our tutorial purpose, I don't need this one. So let's remove this. So now this is our final chart. Now you see again the color code changed because the moment I applied a release, that formatting, conditional formatting is gone. So now what I have to do? Again, I have to do the conditional formatting. Okay, and this conditional formatting, you can see I have product category and sum of premium. So in sum of premium also I can do. So here, so for a text field, we have to pick the values. But for this one, for any numeric field, we have to define the range. Okay. If I'll select that, you see, it is saying what is the gradient. Low gradient, that color, you see, it is giving us a gradient like from low to high, from a light blue to dark blue, it is going like this. Or beans, we can select. Beans means what is that value? So what, for example, less than 0, if I want to select a color, something like this one. Okay, then see, initially it will come less than 0, greater than 0. But you can add a bin. I'll add a bin here. So I'll specify might be 1 million. Then I'll give a color. No, not this color. Sorry, just a minute. I'll give a color here. This color I'll give red. Okay. Okay. Then greater than this one, I'll give another color here. Might be this blue. You see what it is saying? Everything is falling under this blue bracket, so that's why it is giving me blue. So one I'll do less than 9 million. So if I'll do that, so then 0 to 9 million, you see. So whatever is less than 9 million, or what I'll do 8 9. Okay. So what I do basically 8.9 million, whatever between 0 to 8.9 million, that is red, and greater than 8.9 million is blue. So this way also we can change the colors. So that way I'll say my high colors are this one and low colors are this one, like this. And not only that, I can add multiple bins here between, for example, between this I want to add, if I'll say 9 1, in this scenario I'll select a different color, you see. So likewise we can change the color. So whatever falling between 8.9 to 9.1 million, so that is 9 million, it is green. Below that it is red, and above that 9.1 million is blue. So this is another way to change the color for donuts also. Thanks.